Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Mr. Corn here. I just wanted to make a quick video to kind of introduce this next session of what we're going to call school, I suppose, for the time being. You're actually going to have two videos that you're going to watch today. This is a video I'm making for all my classes, so it's content and information that pertains to all the classes. And then I'm going to make a second video for each specific subject that I'm teaching to kind of give you guys specifically a heads up in trigonometry and advanced geometry and so forth. Some information that's particularly pertaining to you. So first of all, I just want to tell you guys, you're probably going to hear this from other teachers that maybe make the video like this one, but I really do miss seeing everyone. Um, as teachers, the primary reason we get into teaching is to be around students, to help students, to interact with students, to see you guys. And so it feels very, very weird to be doing school, if you will, and not have students right there in front of me to talk to and interact with and kind of see on a day-by-day basis. I miss that. A lot of us teachers miss that. Not sure how much you miss us. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But we really do miss you guys. What have I been doing? Update, I guess, on what my life's been like for the last couple of weeks. Been at home most of the time, as we all should have been. Been playing a lot of games with my kids. Before the businesses closed down, I went to my favorite game store in Bloomington, Red Raccoon, and bought a bunch of games that I've been playing with my kids. A bunch of Magic cards. My son Everett and I have been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. Been doing that a lot. Some other games that my 3-year-old can play, which is always interesting. Playing a game with a 3-year-old, but been doing that a little bit. When it's been nice. It's Sunday evening, or not? It's Monday evening, and as you guys are probably aware, it was beautiful today. So we spent a lot of time outside when the weather's been nice. We've gone on hikes a couple times. Went up to Evergreen Lake, Kamlara Park, went on a hike there. Went to the Sugar Grove Nature Center in Funks Grove and went on a hike there. So we've been trying to spend as much time as possible outside. We've been fishing. My son and I, we really enjoy going fishing. So we've been doing that a lot, going out fishing. I've been cooking a lot because we haven't been, obviously, eating out at restaurants too much. So I've been doing a lot of cooking and grilling, trying a few new recipes and just kind of enjoying that. That's something I do like to do. Been watching a few episodes of Tiger King. I don't know if you guys have gotten into that, but it's bonkers. It's crazy. Um, it's something else. I don't know if it's kind of I guess the hot show right now that a lot of people have been watching on Netflix and so forth. But we've been watching a little bit of that. It's pretty crazy. A lot of you guys know that I was supposed to have surgery over spring break. For those of you that don't know, I tore my ACL back at the end of February and was supposed to have surgery on the Tuesday of spring break. Got a call on the Monday, the day before that, and that surgery was postponed. So I've been kind of hobbling around on my bum knee a little bit, and at some point, I would guess this summer that surgery will happen, but hasn't happened for me yet. So that's kind of just what I've been doing in general. Just want to talk a minute about what's going to be coming up and some of the challenges that we kind of face. So for at least the next week and a half, more than likely, probably longer as of right now, the time I'm recording this, it's April 8th is kind of the day that this is all scheduled to maybe go back to normal, if you will, but I really have my doubts that that's going to happen. I think we'll be doing this for a little bit longer than that. But this is the new normal, right? So this is the new normal for school, at least for a good little while here. So we got to make the best of it. And us teachers, we really have faith in you guys that you'll be able to do that. We work at a great school. We know how you guys as Tri-Valley students are able to kind of rise to the occasion and meet any challenges that are in front of you. And so I have no doubt that you guys will be able to do that this time around too. Some advice I would have as we're meeting these new challenges is just try and establish some kind of routine for yourself. I don't know how long this is going to last. Like I said, it might be a week and a half. It might be 3 weeks. It might be 5 weeks. We don't know exactly how long this is going to last. But one of the best things you can do for yourself is to kind of establish a bit of a new routine. Create some kind of schedule for yourself, from when you're going to go to bed at night, when you're going to wake up, when you're going to sit down and do geometry or math, and when you're going to do your English work, when you're going to do whatever course you're in science. Try and create some kind of schedule for yourself. Block out chunks of time that says, this is what I'm doing now. All the research on productivity says that that is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, is set some kind of schedule. And like I said, try to go to bed at a reasonable time. I know it's tempting right now to stay up until all hours of the night doing whatever, browsing social media, playing video games, watching Netflix, whatever the case might be. But I would really recommend that you try and get yourself to bed at a reasonable time every day. Get up at a somewhat consistent time, and I think you'll find that that's really going to help your mental well-being. As you're working on things, another recommendation I would really have is put your phone in a different room. Like literally take your phone and put it in the kitchen if you're going to work in the living room. Put it in your bedroom if you're going to work in the living room. Put it in the living room if you're going to work in your bedroom. Just put your phone in a different room so that you're not distracted by it. Try and limit yourself to one device at a time. I know you guys will be using your Chromebooks and laptops a lot for some of the stuff you're going to be doing for different classes. Really limit yourself, I would say, to one device at a time for that. So those are just some of the kind of some of the tips I would say I would have for you. Specifically to coursework, if you're finding a challenge there, if you're finding something that you're struggling with what you're doing for my class, all of the teachers are going to be setting up virtual office hours, if you will, which are going to be set times during the day and during the week when you'll be able to reach us, probably through Zoom. I would think most of us are going to be using that tool to kind of meet with you guys, answer any questions that you have, or if you just want to check in and say, hey, how you doing? Just want to like interact with us, because I think that might be something that some of you maybe will be craving a little bit. It's just some interaction with people like your teachers that you haven't seen for a while. So kind of keep an eye out on that. We don't have all the details finalized for that just yet, but I'm sure your teachers will be communicating that with you as time goes by. You can always contact me with the Remind account if you guys have specific questions. If you haven't joined yet, I will be posting those join codes again on Google Classroom for your class-specific Remind account. But if you're working on something and you have a question, just send me a quick text through the Remind account, and we can either try and settle it there, or we can set up a quick Zoom, kind of chat with each other that way, or do something that'll help us work through that challenge. So just some of the things that are out there for you to kind of to reach us teachers if you need some help. The last thing I'll say is it's going to be tough for at least making a transition to what this is going to be. We've done, e-learning and remote learning for a few days at a time. Of course, the week before spring break, we did it for a little bit more of an extended time. But this is new territory for all of us. It will be tough, but trust me, it will be worth it. The not being at school part will be worth it in terms of what's happening in our community with the coronavirus and the COVID-19, the illness and everything. It's the right thing to be doing right now. And it's tough because, with the social distancing and with the stay-at-home movement and all that, it's really tough because when it's working, specifically talking about the spread of coronavirus and everything like that, when what we're doing is working, it's going to look like it's not necessary. When staying at home, staying away from the people that we usually socialize with, staying out of the big groups, staying out of the stores and everything like that, when that's working, it's going to look like, why are we doing this? This doesn't need to be done because, look, it's not all that bad. And just remember, that's why we're doing this, right? So that's just my 2 cents thrown in there for you guys, just to kind of keep that up. I know it's tough. I know it feels like it's, feels like the month of March has taken about 10 months to get through. But, in the end, it'll be worth it if we can really stick to that, because it's what we need to do for ourselves. It's what we need to do for the people we care about. It's what we need to do for our community and for our country, to be honest with you there. So That's it for this video. Like I said, I'll make a much shorter video for each class, just kind of updating specifically what you're going to do for that class. So that'll be probably when you see my face next. All right, talk to you later.